In the dark shadows of Vancouver's history lurks a disturbing tale of a predator who became known as the Boozing Barber. Gilbert Paul Jordan, a seemingly ordinary barber by trade, harbored sinister intentions that would terrorize the city's downtown east side throughout the 1980s. Jordan developed a horrifying modus operandi. He would target vulnerable women, typically those struggling with alcohol addiction, and invite them to drink with him in hotel rooms. But this wasn't just social drinking, it was part of a calculated plan. He would force his victims to consume lethal amounts of alcohol, essentially using liquor as his weapon of choice. Between 1965 and 1987, Jordan was linked to the unalivings of at least 10 women, though investigators believed the actual number could be much higher. Most of his victims were found in cheap downtown hotels, their bodies discovered with blood alcohol levels that were off the charts. The stories of these women, mothers, daughters, sisters, were tragically cut short by Jordan's calculated cruelty. What made Jordan's crimes particularly chilling was his methodology. He would literally hold his victims down and pour alcohol down their throats, all while maintaining enough sobriety himself to evade immediate suspicion. His actions seemed driven by a twisted sense of power and control, specifically targeting Indigenous women whom he believed society would overlook. The investigation into Jordan's crimes was frustratingly complex. Despite numerous unalivings connected to him, prosecutors struggled to build a case. The challenge lay in proving criminal intent, after all. The victims had technically chosen to drink with him. It wasn't until police conducted an elaborate undercover operation, catching Jordan in the act, that they finally had concrete evidence. In 1988, Jordan became the first person in Canadian history to be convicted of manslaughter through alcohol poisoning. However, the sentence he received, just 15 years, struck many as inadequate given the scope of his crimes. After his release, he was subjected to court orders prohibiting him from drinking with women, but the legacy of his crimes continues to highlight the vulnerability of marginalized communities and the need for systemic change in how society protects its most vulnerable members. If you found this story interesting, like, comment, subscribe, and follow for more.